This podcast is intended for mature audiences only. We explore topics surrounding sexuality, intimate relationships, and related subjects in an open and candid manner. Please be advised that we are not licensed marriage or sex therapists, and the content shared here is for entertainment and informational purposes only. If you are under 18 years of age or prefer not to engage with discussions about sex, relationships, or mature language, we strongly recommend that you refrain from listening further. However, if you are of legal age and comfortable with this content, we invite you to settle in and enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to Beyond Monogamy. I'm Adam.
And I'm Pris. And today on our Wednesday Quickie, we're going to be answering a question or going over a question a friend sent me.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So it's it might be a little bit long, but it is, let's see what she sent. She said, have you done an episode on only one person is attracted to the other couple, where the wife is attracted to the male, but the husband is not attracted to the female part? So I guess.
So it's almost a play off of the four-way connection that we did an episode off of, but we didn't really focus on
We
this.
didn't focus on specifics.
We were focusing on the actual four-way connection and successful parts of it. But we really didn't go down the aisle of if there's not a four-way connection and kind of what ensues. It's funny because we found ourselves in this situation before.
Yes.
And the person who asked that question, obviously they put it only in one direction, which is, if the woman is if the
Yeah, if
woman
the
is
woman is attracted
attracted
to,
to
like,
the
so
male.
there's a couple and only the girl wants to be with both of us and the male isn't attracted to any of us.
Right, right. And of course it goes both ways because it
Right.
could be the other way as
Right.
well. We've actually been in this situation
A few times.
a few times, outgoing in the fact where, I am less picky than you
Yes.
as far as
I
who
think we're
we're
going to use a
interested
new
in.
word, selective.
Oh, I like that.
Less
Okay.
selective.
You are less selective.
Because picky sounds so snobby.
It does a little bit. Yeah, it
And
does
I don't
have
mind
it has
wearing
negative
I don't
connotations
mind
to
wearing
it.
the snobby hat sometimes, but I don't wanna wear it here.
Yeah, no, I dig it. I dig it. No, you're right. And that does have negative sounds to
Yeah,
it, but
so selective. I am
selective.
selective.
You are more selective than I am.
Yes.
When it comes to that kind of connection, especially when it comes to sexual, obviously we can be friends with anybody.
Of course.
But when it comes to sexual, there has to be a physical attraction,
Yes.
and not everybody is attracted to each other, and it's the same thing for us. We have had several different couples that we've met up with and we've become friends with, and I've been completely down, and you've been like, not for me.
Yes.
And in situations like that previous in the past, when we've only played as a couple,
Correct.
that would pretty much say, no, sorry, guys. We like you guys as friends, but we cannot play,
Yes.
no matter how interested I am.
Yes.
Then one day you and I, we had a long talk about this, and you had told me that you felt horrible because you felt like you were holding me back from having my experiences, even though you weren't into it. And obviously, nobody
Right.
wants to take one for the team.
Right.
So that's where we started getting into more of the idea of possibly every now and then separate play.
Yeah.
Which in that situation makes sense.
Yeah, for sure, because, I mean, I mean, if that's your rule and that's your dynamic, then that's great. But for us, we've had that happen, and we kinda have to, like, all right, it's been like that for so many years. You've been like, "Okay, fine, you know, you don't have to we don't have to play." And I feel like I hold you back.
Yeah, I
Y
get that.
and, because I'm so selective. So,
But just for the record, we have had one couple in our history, maybe two, but I think just one that you were vibing with that I wasn't into,
yeah.
which was a surprise because that
Yeah.
rarely happens.
Rarely
I'm a pretty
happens.
I'm a pretty easy guy.
But I'm so fan of I'm such an Adam follower that once you said that, I was like, "Ugh, forget it. I don't even you're right, babe."
I do the
I was
same
on
thing
your
with you
I
though. Yeah,
know,
I do
I
the same
know.
thing with you. So as
But
soon as you tell me something, I'm just like, "Oh, yeah.
and
I
I
noticed
mean,
that."
It happens, you
Yeah,
know?
it does.
I am not attracted to everybody, and it's just you find an attraction in almost everybody, just because
Yeah.
you look you're not shallow. Your
Well,
wife is shallow.
it's it's just a way of how you and I differently perceive
And
things.
I'm just kidding, I'm not shallow.
No, you're not shallow, you really aren't. But it's the way we both perceive things. I
Yeah,
I look at personality first over physical attraction. And of course, I'm not gonna check out somebody's personality unless I'm first attracted to 'em, right? So there's
right.
always gotta be
There's
some sort
always
of physical
something.
attraction. But I am there's little things that I'm attracted to that catch my attention, the smile, the eyes, things like that, and it's like, it doesn't take much
Mhm.
for me to go, "Okay, you know what? I need to get to know this person."
Yeah,
And then as soon as I get to know them, I'm like, "No problem. I'll
yeah,
have sex with them."
yeah. I mean, and so, like, in this situation, they approached the situation, and I guess the gentleman was not attracted to the couple, but the wife was, and the wife they don't play like that. They play only together,
Sure.
and so, I mean, that happens. You just gotta move on. Either be
So,
their friends or move on.
is that would that be your
Well,
is that what you would tell them? If they're asking you in
yeah, I
person,
would
"What do
be
we do about this?"
yeah,
What
I
would
would
be
be
your
like, "Well, they don't
advice?
play separate. If they don't play separately,
Mhm.
oh, well, it's one
It's their
lost.
rules,
It's their
yeah.
rules, it's their boundaries. You can't really do anything about it.
Yeah,
People
realistically,
evolve.
people do evolve
So,
on their own time.
hold it there because, you never know.
And,
I mean,
realistically,
shit, look at
that's
us.
that's all you can do. You can just be there.
Yeah,
You can be there, you can be their friends and hope that things change.
yeah,
But
and it's a bummer.
there are people out there that they tend to try their hardest to convince,
Yes,
and I think that that is a very toxic thing to do.
yes,
You don't try to convince people to break their boundaries.
yes.
And I think that there are a lot of people that do that.
Is there?
I think so. I think
Wow.
so. Little suggestions here and there, little comments here and there. They're like, "Oh, I'll be your friend," and then they'll throw out little things here and there. I've seen it. It hasn't happened towards me, but I've seen it.
I'm oblivious to it then.
Mm. Well, I just don't think that people say the wrong thing in front of you as often as they can, because
Yeah.
you'll call them out.
Well, people call me out, so it's okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, for me,
I mean, what would you tell them?
well, that's what I was gonna get into.
Yeah.
Because that's a very specific situation that we've been in several times before. And realistically, for somebody who's new to the lifestyle, that is
Mhm,
something that I would tell them that they need to keep in mind
mhm,
and expect it,
mhm.
because this happens a lot.
Yeah.
You know, you can meet a couple as a couple and the connection will be there. And you can think that everything is going great, and all it takes is one person to go, I don't feel it.
Yeah.
And if their dynamic is we play together or we don't play at all,
Mhm, mhm.
then they're not going to play.
Yeah,
If one person's really having it and the other person's not, it's just not going to happen.
yeah,
So with that, you have to be prepared for the no. You have to be prepared for the turn down. And if you're turned down, what do you do? Are you gonna gracefully take it and go, "Well, we can still be friends, we can still hang out," or are you gonna go, "Okay, well, forget you guys. Obviously, you don't find my husband attractive," or whatever it is.
I mean, I used to get like that.
You used to get
I
like
used
that
to get
even
like that.
pretty recently.
I get very grudge holdy. I hold a
You
grudge.
do hold a
Like,
grudge.
it takes me a
Take it
bit.
very personally.
I'm getting older now, so I get it. I understand. I myself am not everyone's cup of tea,
Yeah.
you know? Men seem to like me okay,
Mhm.
most.
Most.
Women, most, sometimes. I don't know. It just depends.
I think it does. Yeah,
It
it
just
depends.
depends. But yeah, I'm not everyone's cup of tea. So I know that whenever we meet somebody, I'm like, they may not like me because I'm so me.
What is you?
I don't know. Sometimes I am very matter of like I stand by my thoughts and my opinions
Beliefs.
and my beliefs.
Yeah.
And sometimes people will take, when they say something to me and I say something back to them, they take it as if I'm being rude, or I don't know. I don't know. I can't even explain it. Just
Mm.
some people just don't. And that's okay. But
Well,
it's
it's a
yeah.
strong female personality that
Yeah, and
not
then most
everybody takes to.
yeah, and some men just don't get that.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
eh, it's
Well,
okay.
I get it. I'm not everybody's cup of tea.
No?
I'm not liked by everybody. There are people out there who think I'm a douchebag somehow or another. It's it's come up a few times from a
Yeah.
few different people. There's people out there who think I'm a pushover or a
Yeah.
complete just,
Yeah.
not a strong guy
Yeah.
because I don't ooze machismo,
Yeah.
you know? And so for different reasons or others, I'm
Yeah.
not that person.
And you're gonna find that.
Yeah.
You're gonna find that people, and attraction is big for some people. Like, some people just want you to have that rockin' body and whatever, vice versa, right?
Yeah.
They don't they're not attracted to you. They're not attracted to you.
I read a post not too long ago, and
Mhm.
I forget who posted it, but it was basically this entire diatribe. It was a long post about how they were kind of reflecting on their journey in the lifestyle.
Uh-huh.
This couple, they are very fit. They're very, very well put together,
Mhm.
and they were together a long time. They found each other in the fitness arena,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
so they're very well put together. And when they got into the lifestyle, they only wanted to find people like themselves.
I've
They
seen that.
only wanted to find the incredibly fit person,
Yeah, the Ken and Barbie.
the Ken and Barbie.
Yeah.
They're really well put together because that's what they were,
Right.
and they wanted their equivalent. And they didn't care about personality. They just wanted their physical attraction.
Mm,
Cool. Hey, you guys are hot. You should be able to find something on your level.
yeah.
The reflection in the post, though, was almost a realization that because they were searching for people purely off of physical attraction, they were finding real assholes.
Yeah.
They were finding real assholes because they weren't looking at personality, they were looking at physical attraction only.
Hmm.
And that's all. Like, they found the top cream of the crop type of people, and there was no connection.
Yeah.
There was nothing there. It was shallowness, it was empty. They could not find what they were looking for because they were only looking at physical attraction.
Right.
So then they began kind of opening the doors a little bit to, okay, maybe we don't need anybody as physically perfect
Yeah.
as what we initially were looking for.
Yeah.
And they started aiming more towards interpersonal type of characteristics,
That's smart. Yeah.
things that they liked.
Yeah.
And they
Oh,
ended
that's a
up,
good idea.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they ended up being able to find couples that they could relate to
And connect.
and connect and enjoy.
Yeah.
And of course, as they got to know each other better and as they got to like each other's personality, their physical attractiveness came up more as far as they were concerned. It's funny how our mind does that.
That's funny because that has happened
Yeah.
to to I would say us, but it's probably just me. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
back in the day, yeah, friends or friends, and I was like, "No, I don't think
The attraction's not there.
attraction's not there," but we were friends, 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 and then all of a sudden, oh,
Yeah.
they became beautiful, you
Yeah.
know? I'm very honest with people, so if there's not an attraction there, or if I usually tell them, "Well, can we talk a little bit more, because I'm not feeling the vibe, but maybe the vibe is there and I'm just ignoring it," or,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
There's nice ways to say it,
There are nice ways to say it.
but be prepared because it does happen in the lifestyle.
It does. The worst part is, there are nice ways to say it, but most people, if they don't know how to say it nicely, just ghost you.
Yeah.
They just ghost you.
Yeah.
And some people are really okay with that. Like, that's kind of their thing, you
Yeah.
know? They just don't know how to have that conversation, and so they ghost people. And that's probably one of the hardest things to deal with, because at least if you are told, "Hey, I'm sorry, but the vibe isn't there, the attraction's
Yeah.
not there, but I'd like to be your friend, and who knows what the future holds. Maybe
Yeah.
something can change. You
Yeah.
just never know." I think that's a little bit easier. Now, one thing that I'm curious about that a good friend of mine brought up is like what I just said, where they say, "You know what? The vibe isn't there. I'm just not attracted to you. I don't think that you're not an attractive person, but you're not my kind of vibe."
Mhm.
But you tell them, "But I'd like to keep you as a friend, and hey, you just never know what could happen in the future." Now, something like that, would that be considered leading on?
I think so,
Really?
because what the hell's gonna change?
Hey, you never know.
Nah, that's leading on.
You think?
I would just my it would fizzle for me.
If you're friends with somebody and the more you get to know them and things like that, you don't think that things can change?
It's not at the pace I would like it to, probably not.
Not at the pace you would so
Yeah.
you
I'm
want things to
very
happen quick.
I'm very quick. Yeah.
You're not in it for the long haul.
No,
Uh,
you're such a good person.
I like friends.
That's why we
I
balance.
like people. I
Yeah.
like to have friends in my circle.
If you notice, I am friends with everybody,
Yeah.
but I keep who I want very close to me.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I've always been like that.
Really?
I can have a big group of friends, but there's only certain friends that I'm gonna keep very close to me. Yeah.
So the people that you keep close to you, those are the people that you wanna play with?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. For the most part.
I don't know.
No?
I don't think that's true.
Really?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
I don't think so. I mean, I could be wrong, but I mean,
I
I
think
I know
yeah.
you pretty well,
Yeah.
and I know our group. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay. Well, if I didn't, they would know, but it's never come up.
It's never come up. That's the funny thing about
Yeah,
our group of
we have
friends. We
yeah,
never really talk about it.
yeah, we don't talk about it because it's just
Friends.
it's friends,
Yeah.
and if it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah.
They're people that I wanna keep. I would rather them not tell me if they don't have sex with me ever.
Really?
Like, "Just keep it to yourself, bitches." Yeah, I keep them. Those are my people, they're my friends.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I wouldn't care if they wanted to have sex or not have sex with me.
That's where it gets difficult though, because if you don't know, if they don't tell you.
That's a you thing. Yeah.
No, no,
No,
no.
no, no,
But
I mean,
but
like, I know how you are,
like,
yeah.
yeah, if you don't know,
Yeah.
then like I've seen you'll flirt sexually
Yeah.
and it won't be there. It'll fall flat. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you'll like say certain things to kind of get the ball rolling, just to kind of show that you're interested sexually, and maybe they're not interested,
Yeah.
and it will fall flat.
Yeah.
And it's like, "Huh, okay. Maybe that didn't work."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just kinda if I like them,
Yeah.
I'll just be like, "Whatevs,"
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But I'm also like that with a lot of people.
Are you?
I'm a very flirty person.
Mm, really?
Yeah. You don't think I'm a flirty
No,
person?
not anymore, dude. You used to be. When we first got together, you were incredibly flirty.
Yeah.
I remember.
I'm flirty.
No, stop it. We used to go to the bar. I would meet you at the bar,
That
you
was a
had
lot of
guys.
alcohol.
Yeah, and now
Yeah.
alcohol's not involved, and you
Alcohol's
straight up
not
told me the other
involved.
day, you were like, "Back then, I used to drink, and yeah, I used to get a lot of free
Yeah.
drinks because guys would flirt, and I would flirt back, blah, blah, blah." Now, you're just starting to try and figure out how to flirt, but you you you
No,
you're not a flirty person. As a matter of fact, you said the other day that you think that that's part of the reason why people aren't really
because 'cause I'm not
digging
flirty.
your vibe,
Yeah.
because you're not flirty.
I'm very forward. I'm forward, but not it's not always flirty. It's like, "Yo, I like you.
I
You
think
wanna fuck?"
it seems like a lot of people want that overly flirty, very ha ha
I
ha,
find
giggle
it so
giggle kinda,
cheesy.
and
I'm just not
that's not you. That that was one of the things that I really loved about you when we first started dating, and I used to tell my friends about was she is beautiful, like, amazingly hot, but she's got the personality of a dude. Like, we can sit there and watch sports and laugh and joke and just have this jovial best friend, bro kinda moment, and she's freaking hot. She's wearing a dress and her little shoes and everything, and I wanna bang her, It's like, she's incredible. And so that was one of the biggest things about you that I liked was that you were not that girl.
Yeah.
Like, you are still with me, like, you hang on me and you're very girly with me,
Yeah.
but that's not in your personality.
Yeah, no, I'm just not a very flirty person.
You're
I'm
not an attention
I'm
seeker.
not an attention seeker. Yeah. So and it's like it's not that it's a bad thing. I'm just not that person.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't need the attention. I mean, every now and then I do. And I'm like,
Every
"Hello."
now and then you
Every
do.
now and then I'm like, "Hello. No one likes my pictures."
Yeah, yeah.
But other than that, yeah, no, I'm not like that.
See, I'm the complete opposite. I'm a total attention
Oh,
whore.
yeah, yeah.
I am I love
So this is
attention.
so this is where you and I because you you didn't really have a lot of attention growing up.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't have a lot of like, you always went after the girls and the girls never really went after you.
No, it was
S
always that
Yeah.
you're
I didn't
I
have
look at you like a brother
and
kinda
I'm not
situation.
being s I didn't have that
Yeah,
problem, that
I know.
issue. If I wanted to be with the guy, I just try to be with the guy.
Yeah.
So, I don't look
Stark
for
differences.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't look for that. I don't need that. That's just me. I mean, but I am trying to be a little flirtier with the
yeah.
people that I'm interested in, and I'm trying to be more active and trying
Sure.
to get out there. But question now, because we're still on the same subject. I know
Yeah.
that we go, what do you say? Okay, the couple's already told you that they're probably not going to play because the wife doesn't or the man isn't attracted, whatever. Do you still stay friends with them? Do you think our friends should stay friends with them?
So, what you're saying is if the 2 couples are not vibing
Yes.
and or one is vibing with the other couple, but the other one is not, and they only play together.
Yes.
And so,
They still want to be
obviously,
friends.
sex isn't gonna happen,
No.
but they still wanna be friends.
Yes.
Do you stay friends with them?
Yes.
That's what you're asking?
Yeah. And if you do you still continue to flirt? If they flirt back,
Well, so that's the tough part. Do you continue to flirt? Well, I think, as far as I'm concerned, yeah. Even if they don't wanna play, I wanna stay friends with them because I'm into the connection, right?
mhm,
I like being friends with a lot of these different people, I like
yeah.
making those connections. Now, is it
Do
gonna
you still flirt?
so that depends on the people, and that's
Yeah.
kinda something that needs to be brought up in the conversation.
Is it still cool to flirt with you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, I had a situation that was similar to that, where it was like, well, they straight up told me, "Hey, I'm not it's unfortunate, but it's just not gonna happen sexually between us." And I was
Mhm.
like, "Okay, that's fine."
Mhm.
And she said, "Well, I still wanna be friends." "Okay, yeah, that's fine." And then she said, "But I wanna be flirty friends.
Mm.
Wanna be able to flirt still."
Mhm.
"Okay, I can do that." But the communication was there on it, you see? Had that not been discussed,
Mhm.
no,
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
When I'm turned down sexually like that, I tend to go extreme friend zone.
Yeah.
You go from being sweetheart to being bruh
Yeah.
or dude. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like it's just it's to keep me on an even keel to where I don't accidentally push the envelope. I don't disrespect your boundary, that sort of thing. I have to go extreme. I have to be the extreme
Mhm.
only friend
Mhm.
because I can't I can't flirt with that little area
Yeah.
there. Cause
I'm very different than you.
yeah?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Yeah.
How's that?
It would be a fizzly friendship.
It would
Yeah.
fizzle out?
It would be a fizzly I mean, I'd still be your friend, but I wouldn't there would be no flirtiness there.
Okay. Now, so that's if you get turned down.
Yeah.
But what if you turn them down? Do you keep them as friends or do you let that fizzle out as well?
That's really up to them.
But would you stay friends with them?
Yeah. Yeah,
So that
maybe.
wouldn't fizzle out
That wouldn't fizzle out.
because they're
If they
not
were
they're
still
not turning you down.
Yeah, if they were okay with that and they wouldn't be embarrassed
Mhm.
about it or something, I would ask them, "Do you still wanna be friends? Like,
Yeah.
do you still wanna, you know, because we don't have to,
Right.
you know, because I
Right.
don't wanna hurt your feelings or whatever, or if you see me flirting with somebody else and I'm not flirting with you." So,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah. I guess
yeah.
that makes sense.
I mean, communication, right? Period.
Yeah. I
Communicate.
mean, that's what it comes down to. I mean,
Communication.
around the entire thing, and that's the problem is there's a lot of people that don't know how to communicate with the people that they're interested in.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of assumptions that are made. There's a lot of overthinking. And I mean, people just walk away from situations because of what they had in their head. They
Yeah.
assumed the
Oh,
situation
yeah.
was, and they never actually discussed it.
Mhm.
And it's like, had you just said something,
Probably would have been taken care of.
probably would have been taken care of pretty quick.
Yeah,
So, it's just kind of funny how all of that works, but it really comes down to open
it
communication.
does.
If you just put yourself out there and you throw it all out there on the ground and you're open about it, there's no real question.
Yeah. And, stick to your guns if if you don't wanna play with somebody because whatever reason, you don't have to.
Yeah, and realistically, that's what it comes down to. These particular friends, I would let them know, "Hey, it it's a sucky situation, but realistically, this is their boundary,
Mhm.
and you gotta respect that."
Yes.
And that's just the way it is. Now, what's happening between that couple, it could be on the up and up, or it could be a bad situation where, they know that they have the veto power over each other, and maybe the guy just wants to expel that.
Yeah.
I've known some couples where the guy will, if he's digging the girl and everything looks good, then he'll go ahead and say, "Okay, let's play." But if it's less about him, then he'll say no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
almost like a selfish thing.
Yeah.
It happens,
It does.
and some people are okay with it, some people are not. And
Yeah.
sometimes it comes out.
Yeah.
But, and yeah, I don't know why, but it always reminds me of the OPP in poly.
Mhm.
OPP is one penis policy. Do you remember that when
Yes.
we were poly? That
Yeah.
was very controversial
Yeah.
because there were people out there who would have this established rule
Mhm. Mhm.
about only one penis.
Mhm.
So the man would tell his wife, "You can date all the women you want, but you cannot have. I'm the only penis you get to have. One
Yeah.
penis policy."
Yeah.
And it just seems very limiting. I mean, but if that's their dynamic,
Yeah.
while most in the lifestyle or in the poly lifestyle would feel like that's a toxic and dynamic, weird dynamic or a toxic dynamic, that's their boundary.
That's their
That's
boundary. It's
their
nobody to
dynamic.
say it's
I mean,
toxic,
it's
like
realistically, that's what works for them. And
yeah.
just because it's something that's not up your alley, it's the way it works for them, you just gotta accept it.
Yes. You can kiss everybody, you can only have my vagina.
You can kiss
You can
everyone.
kiss everybody,
I can kiss
but you
everybody,
can only have my
but I can
vagina.
only have your vagina. What am I gonna have with the vagina? A side of corn.
Yes.
Okay, good to know. That's great. Your vagina and a side of corn. How wonderful.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, to our friends, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, it's
It
a sucky
happens.
situation, but you definitely gotta respect that boundary and just pick up your ball and keep moving. Now, if
Yeah.
it were me, if they're valued, if they're nice, if you like them, stay their friend,
Yeah.
and you never know what'll happen.
Yeah.
But if they're just a regular connection that you've just made and you're not that close to them, doesn't interest you, let it go.
Let it
Let
go.
it go. So, yeah, that was an interesting conversation.
It
I found
was.
that a very interesting question.
Question.
I appreciate it for our friends that threw that out there. We
Yeah.
appreciate that. And for all of you listening out there, we appreciate you listening. We appreciate you tuning in. We appreciate you downloading and listening and just becoming a part of our little little show here. We have been getting more interaction with our listeners, which I think is great. We've
Yeah.
had questions come in, and we've had letters that have come in, and we will be sharing that on future episodes. So I'm real excited about that, and if you're interested in interacting with us, if you're interested in talking with us, if you have maybe experiences you want to share, if you have questions you want to share, if there's episode ideas, anything like that, we ask that you reach out to us in one of our many ways. First and foremost, we have our email, which is beyond monogamy for you at gmail.com. That's beyond monogamy, the number four, the letter U at gmail.com. And you can shoot us an email from there. And the lovely lady over here has all of our socials.
I do. So we actually have a phone number that you can call and leave messages. It is 512-893-3869. And you can call there, leave a message, let us know if there's a topic that you want us to talk about. We also have Instagram. It's beyond_monogamy, the number four and the letter U. What else do we have? We have TikTok.
We have a TikTok.
We have a TikTok. The tickety talk is beyond_monogamy_life 2.
Yeah. So you see that we've got our we've got lots of ways for you to contact us between the email, between the phone call and a voicemail, and our socials, our Facebook, our Instagram, our Snap, and our
Yeah,
TikTok.
and our TikTok, and we love to hear from you guys. Like, give us suggestions or anything that pops up in your little world that we haven't covered. These are just our experiences.
Yeah,
We'd like
yeah,
to hear about your experiences, you
absolutely.
know?
Yeah, we definitely wanna hear from you. And, before we go, I just wanna say a special thank you to those who listen here domestically, but especially those who listen globally. We've noticed that there are many of you out there across the pond in UK and some of the other countries out there. And we just want to say welcome. We're glad that you're joining us.
Yeah.
And everybody here in the United States, we love that you guys tune in. We appreciate you all. And we will be seeing you next week.
Bye.